Welcome to the MicroMolar Podcast Biotech Signals Series. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2026.
Let's get right into today's signals.
First up, Pfizer has scrapped the final clinical stage program from its $2.3 billion Trillium acquisition. The failure closes out Pfizer's CD47 bet and shows how difficult it remains to turn immuno-oncology acquisitions into durable success.
Passage Bio is cutting 75% of its workforce after the FDA blocked its gene therapy path. The restructuring shows how quickly regulatory setbacks can force small gene therapy companies into survival mode.
Vertex discontinued its inhaled mRNA cystic fibrosis program with Moderna because of tolerability issues. This is a setback for inhaled mRNA delivery, even though Vertex says the lessons may still inform future programs.
Madrigal licensed a clinical stage RNA interference, RNAi, therapeutic, developed by Arrowhead Pharmaceuticals in a deal worth up to $1 billion.
Cytokinetics reported success in a heart-muscle disease program where Bristol-Myers previously struggled. The results strengthened Cytokinetics' position as a serious competitor in cardiomyopathy.
Johnson & Johnson's IBD combination failed phase 2 studies, but will still move into pivotal testing. The decision suggests J&J sees enough signal to keep investing despite mixed mid-stage data.
Trump's support for psychedelic drug development is creating both excitement and concern across the industry. Supporters see regulatory momentum, while critics worry politics could undermine scientific credibility.
Lilly's early obesity pill sales appear to be trailing Novo Nordisk's competing product. The trend adds another layer to the high-stakes race for dominance in next-generation obesity medicines.
Healthcare organizations are increasingly building their own AI tools instead of relying only on outside vendors. This reflects rising demand for control over clinical data, workflow integration, and AI risk management.
A microbiome startup raised $48 million around therapies derived from one cancer survivor's unusually beneficial gut bacteria. Investors are betting that a rare donor microbiome can be scaled into treatments for immunotherapy response and malnutrition.
Strand Therapeutics' CEO called for FDA IND reform as U.S. biotechs face growing competition from China. The comments reflect broader pressure to modernize early-stage trial rules and keep U.S. drug development competitive.
Samsung Biologics workers began a 5-day strike over wage disputes. The strike highlights labor risk in biologics manufacturing, a sector that has otherwise been expanding rapidly.
Swiss biotech and manufacturing leaders say they remain largely unfazed by current geopolitical tensions. Switzerland's stability remains a strategic advantage, though companies are still monitoring supply chain and trade risks.
The FDA's search for a new CBER chief has narrowed to a small group of finalists. The eventual appointment will matter heavily for vaccines, cell therapies, gene therapies, and other biologics.
Acelerin founder Xiaoli Lin has emerged at Q as the company licenses assets from China. The move continues the trend of U.S. biotech teams building pipelines around China-originated programs.
Seaport Therapeutics leadership emphasized lessons learned from Karuna in shaping CNS drug development strategy. The company is focusing on better trial design and differentiation in neuropsychiatric conditions.
A new biotech model is emerging that pairs small teams with large funding and China-sourced assets. This approach aims to accelerate development timelines, but introduces geopolitical and regulatory risks.
Windward Bio raised $165 million to advance a China-derived asthma drug into Phase 3. The financing highlights continued investor confidence in cross-border licensing strategies.
And finally, Devoted Health reported declining revenue amid turbulence in the Medicare Advantage market. The results reflect increasing pressure on payer economics and regulatory complexity.
Those are all the signals for today. Thanks for tuning in to MicroMolar.
Visit micromolar.com for more information. See you next time.